World Race. Take it away.
Hello, people of the internet. My name is LolBengals, and today we're going to be playing some Hot Wheels World Race. I'm going to be doing Elite League, which shows off all 15 tracks in the game, in a point-style tournament sort of thing. I have my commentator here, Mr. Enigma.
Hi, I'm not Bengals, and I'm not running this game today.
Yes, and I am Bengals, and I am running this game today, so it takes a
Yeah,
little...
Congratulations to you both.
Yeah, thank you. Everyone watching, you're in for a treat. If you are not familiar with like Hot Wheels games, this is a staple for most people, just because it's a big part of childhoods for a lot of people. It's based off of the movie, but that does not translate directly to gameplay for most of it. But we kind of ignore it. But yeah, in League mode, it's a tournament. You'll go through all the tracks. Since we're doing Elite League, the difficulty of the AI will be on the hardest, which that doesn't really matter because we are going fast, and most of the time the AI are not going fast. There are 35 cars in the game. Most of them are they're okay, but there are a few that stand out as quote unquote the meta cars. But Bengals here does not use the meta car, except now it technically is meta because you basically brought it into the top, which is Power Rocket. Now, the stats of all the vehicles in this game are pretty simple to understand, but it doesn't really explain it because there's a lot more depth to this game than you may think. So speed is just top speed of the car. Grip is actually turning radius and not just how grippy cars are. Excel is just how fast through each gear the cars will go through, not its max acceleration rate. And the most, I would say, difficult to understand, which is the boost stat. It's not boost power, considering all boost puts you at max speed of 200. But the boost stat is actually how long you are in a boosting state. And for Power Rocket, that is pretty long. Each stat increase is actually completely random because not every car in the game has the same stats, like at all. Every single car has different stats. The bar may say one thing, but the in-game, in the code, it's different. So, and some stats are complete lies. Like, there's a car with 2 speed, but it's really the slowest car in the game. But yeah, that's besides the point.
You mean this one?
Yeah, that one. The fluke. It's literally a fluke. I mean, I swear they did that on purpose. But Bengals, why do you like Power Rocket so much?
Well, it's a childhood favorite of mine. I actually have about 15 Power Rockets sitting right in front of me on my table.
Mm-hmm.
But
it sounds like an addiction.
No, it's just cope. But
yeah.
The way it's shaped right here on the front, it's sort of pointed. When you start shuffling on loops and stuff, it grips the wall really well, and you won't overturn and wipe yourself out. And this car holds its speed very well through its shuffles.
It does.
That, along with the meta golden arrow here.
The meta car. The reason why a lot of cars, and a lot of us will say, like, they hold speed better even if they're slower is due to weight. Car weight is a big thing in this game. And Power Rocket being one of the longest and heaviest cars, it holds a lot of speed. But
yes.
Other than that, I think that's all for the stats. We can jump right into the run. Now, I will preface, there's going to be a lot of things thrown around for tech and what we call for short and abbreviations. I'm going to do my best and explain all of it. However, this is a speedrun marathon, so I'm going to speedrun and crash course all of you every single tech and kind of the basics of the game in one track, which is the shortest track in the game. So if you're not paying attention, I'm not repeating myself. So let's see how well that works. Now, I won't go over everything. I will bring up certain stuff later that's important, but I will go over the basics. So Bengals, whenever you are ready.
All right, I'm starting in 3, 2, 1, now. Also, Will, when did I ask?
Just now.
All right.
All right, Cloud 9. This track is short. So here we only have a limited time. So in World Race, the main movement tech that we do is called shuffling. This is essentially what you'll see right here, where when you hit a boost pad or use your boost, damn, Skeet was in the way. When you use your boost or hit a pad, the car will gain a significant amount of speed while holding the handbrake or in a drifting state. Why does this happen? That's extremely technical, and I'm not going to explain it. There are jumps in this game. Doing stunts will fill up your boost meter by doing 2 and perfectly landing. You can also pick up the rings on the ground, 20 of them to fill up the meter to get boost. Actually, just kidding. This is PC, and because it's spaghetti, you only need 19. Why do you need 19? Don't worry about it. So a lot of the speed that we'll be gaining is from shuffling. You can also shuffle off of ramps to do what we call free ramping, which we'll see later, which that was almost a free ramp the Bengals did. And the normal max speed in this game is around 200, but most cars can only peak at like 185-ish. For Power Rocket, it's about 185. And a lot of other tech that you're going to see us doing are like little wall bangs, which we call momentum bouncing, and a couple other little things here and there. Doing stunts as well, you'll see he's doing button combinations. This gives you Flame Aura, which increases all the car stats except boost very slightly. And right here, we're going to burn our boost to do a Nitrox shuffle across the line, and that was Cloud9. I hope you're paying attention.
That was 120. That was
That was you got bumped by the AI at the beginning, so.
I did, but it's okay.
Remember when I said AI are mostly useless? They are mostly useless. They only get in the way at the start, and that is about it. So, no.
Not for me.
Yeah, Oasis said it was fine. That's weird. Okay. Technical problems? Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing some technical difficulties with the game. It does not seem to be transmitting audio to the Twitch stream. So we are currently investigating what's happened, and we will try to restart the run or start from the pause state that we were in, and we will sort out the audio, so you'll be able to hear all the wheel screeching and power sliding and things that happens with Hot Wheels World Race. So we're just experiencing a couple more technical difficulties. I almost said it the way that it's said in Freakazoid. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stay tuned. Just a quick reminder as well that during this block we have unleashed more incentives coming up for tomorrow. Appetite Tag Beat the Game. We have a bid war for the good and the bad ending. Dora the Explorer, the search for Pirate Pig's treasure. For the Game Boy Advance, we have an incentive for the runners to act out all the cutscenes. This could be very funny and definitely worth watching. Following that, Devil May Cry. Watching the legendary cutscene. Normally the cutscenes all get skipped. You know the one we're talking about. It's legendary. Everyone knows about it. The incentive there to watch that cutscene, that is also now open. And finally, Origami. There is an incentive to save the guard in that game. All of these incentives are open up till Origami is played tomorrow. It's not really that far away if you think about it. We're only halfway through our marathon. We've got plenty of content, more to come. So let's get those incentives into the marathon and let's see all that extra goodness which comes from speedrunning. while we're still waiting here and to resolve our technical difficulties, let me tell you about one of the sponsors of our event. Fastest FursFall Fest 2022 is sponsored by Furry Logic Escape Rooms. Furry Logic is a proud provider of on-site escape room experiences at furry and other fandom conventions around the country. Their puzzle-filled sets bring people together to enjoy whimsically themed games in an in-person environment. They have also transformed physical games into digital point-and-click team-building activities through their online team building brand, Think Quick Events. You can donate at least $5 during this marathon to be entered for a chance to win one of 4 LED name badges. Or if you donate $20, you can win an online escape room session for you and up to 10 friends. You can follow them online at Furry Logic LLC on Twitter for more information. We do have donation incentives in place, as well as the incentives for adding more things into the marathon. There are some extra incentives which have been provided by the sponsors of our our event. My mind wandered for a second there. Hello, who am I? Where am I? What's going on? Moving on. So if you do a single $20 donation, that will enter you for all of the possible incentives, the ones I've just mentioned from the escape rooms. There's also, previously I talked about Walking Dog Records and their amazing songs, which we've been listening to throughout the event. That's also available for an incentive. And as well, a $5 donation gives you a chance to win the copy of Brock the Investigator. So be sure to donate to the marathon, keep the money coming in to our great cause, and I believe we are now ready to send you back over to the run, which is in progress, Hot Wheels World Race. Take it away.
Hey guys, LolBengals here. We had some technical difficulties and I'm sorry.
Yeah, take 2.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. This time you won't hit an AI on the first track.
So let's jump straight into it.
Let's just jump right into it, guys.
All right, we're using
hit that bell and
Okay, good.
do what?
Power Rocket, good.
Power Rocket, good. Cars, All right, let's just get back into it.
Okay, cool.
Here we go. All right, so I'll do another recap. If Bengals, you just want to go ahead and go, I'll give the entire recap. So we're doing Elite League. This is all 15 tracks in the game, and it is a tournament-style race where you just have to gain all the points and win at the end. Elite League means hardest AI difficulty. They are only an issue at the start. They're not really that big of a deal. And this is the shortest track in the game, Cloud 9. This time Bengals didn't hit AI at the beginning, thankfully.
Yes.
And I don't really have the breath for this again, so I'm not going to speedrun the tech, but I will explain it again. So, shuffling. Shuffling is where when you hold the handbrake or slide the car in a drift state and hit a boost pad or use your nitrox to get to the boost state, the game gets confused and will give your car more speed instead of getting you up to the max of 200. It will then overcorrect and say, oh, you need more speed because the forces of the car are actually pushing you sideways. This is due to the fact that when you hit a pad or use your boost, the car is redirected forward. And because your forward redirection is essentially going sideways, it has to then send you forward at a faster rate to straighten you out. But because you're still sliding, the game will then make you essentially slide back in the direction you were facing and give you more speed. It's kind of a back and forth. It's a very hard kind of tech to get used to, I would say. But for the most part, once you get the hang of it, you get the hang of it. So, and that is the overall technical breakdown, mostly of how shuffling works in a nutshell. So,
Yes.
Hey, you guys got to hear exactly how it works this time.
And here we're going to do a slingshot.
Yep. And now we're moving on to the next track, for real this time. And this strategy right here is called a slingshot, where we go backwards to hit a pad to get more speed instead of going forward because that's slow. Now, we have to navigate through the chicane and go through these AI and hopefully not mess up. And right here is the most iconic part of this track, the big corkscrew in Satellite City. It is very hard to master going through, because shuffling it, you have to essentially balance the car's nose on the wall. And for Bengals, his car doesn't really balance really right, so what he's going to do is he's going to come off of the wall and do what we call another slingshot strat, where you essentially just Hail Mary the car around the corner and just sling it as far as you can. You just kind of let it go.
I recovered from that. Did you see that?
That was a good recovery. Like,
That was legendary.
That was pretty good. That was also a really good slingshot there too.
Yes.
That was clean.
And
So-
boost to burn through this little spiral here.
Yep. Nitrox shuffle. If you didn't see the beginning as well, I'll go over more. So there are rings in every track. There are 100 rings in every track, and you only need 20 to refill your boost. But we play on PC, and because PC is literally just spaghetti vomit code, you only need 19. Why? I said earlier, don't worry about it, but I'll explain it now anyway. Essentially, the boost meter detects every ring you pick up and fills it to a percentage. For some odd reason, when you get to 19 rings, the percentage of the meter gets so high that it rounds up to 100. And because the meter visually shows 100, the game says, okay, you must have boost. And that is what... Wow, you clipped out.
Well,
That is a very uncommon clip to clip out of the map there.
not when you use this car.
That is true. I don't use this car. Like, ever. So... But yeah, that was a decently clean satellite. It's pretty good, pretty good.
Dude, the beginning was pretty awesome. That recovery, though, that's clip worthy.
That was clip worthy, honestly. That was a good spin around.
Fortunately,
Now,
the VODs
moving
are
on.
all saved. All saved to YouTube, so it'll definitely be there.
Oh, yeah. Moving on to the completely non-biased, no matter who you ask, best track in the game. I swear this is because of facts and logic and not because people say it is. So, this track, Vapor City, not only is it a lot of people's favorite, but it has a lot of significance to us, mainly because of this iconic double loop. And this is where shuffling originated from, where holding against the wall while handbraking, we went faster. Now, we've evolved so much now to where that loop has become not just, hey, this is a fun loop to do, but now it's very painful because it is one of the most buggy, broken things in this game. If you shuffle too fast, you can clip through the walls. Not just in the loop here, but everywhere. But this loop is extremely buggy because the walls are so thin that clipping through the loop will just send you either up, down, sideways, out of the map. You can even skip the entire loop by clipping over the wall with certain cars. But it's not very fun to try to do. And a lot of times loop clipping and loop skipping will actually screw you over more than anything. Right here, Bengals is going to pick up a flaming wheel. This is what we call a pickup. And you need these to unlock shortcuts. Now, the reason he didn't go for it in the first 2 laps is because the AI will grab them. But because he's so far ahead now, nice stale, the AI won't be able to grab it. And I guess I can explain what a stale is. So, in this game, when you do stunts, if you do the same stunt twice, you get a stale, which means you won't get all the boost back. You won't even get a landing bonus. Now, if you do it another time, you get a super stale. And that's what we like to call Bengals tech. So, also Cope.
I rarely ever super stale. Come on.
That's Cope. That's Cope.
Okay.
But-
Remember to rinse with Coke mouthwash like I do.
But, yeah, so you never want to get a stale. There are a few times where getting stales is beneficial, like setting up for certain free ramps, which you will see here on Tesla's Cube, where we will bypass the ramp scripted sequence of sending you in the direction that it needs you to go at the speed it wants. We're just going to go past that and say, nah, Chief, we're doing it our way. Now, free ramping is pretty easy to understand, but it's hard to get right. If you do it too fast or too hard, you will die and go out of bounds. And this is a free ramp, where we use our nitrox to burn against the wall, and then go fast enough past the ramp's auto-scripting to launch ourselves at the speed that we left the ramp at, instead of getting locked to its speed. There's a few frames at which we need to go over that speed limit, and if you do it too fast, or you do it backwards, the game gets kind of confused and will double, even triple your speed and just send you to
Shadow Realm.
basically the Shadow Realm. Now, in this game, or in this version of the game, I would say, in vanilla, which is what we're playing, the kill boxes around the track, or the kill tether, as which it's known for now that we know what it is, will essentially kill your car and respawn you if you leave the track at only 5 meters or less. Some cars that are bigger have a bit harder time. We'll go over the kill planes and kill boxes later in an upcoming track after this. But for the most part, when you hit ramps, that kill tether's disabled for a few seconds, and you're in what's considered a ramp box. If you get out of the ramp box, then the game will also respawn you either on the track if you touched it, or at the ramp itself. And you never want either of those to happen, but you probably won't see a lot of those in this run, hopefully. Now, there is one skip which we will attempt later, but it is pretty difficult, and I will explain what that is when we come time to do so. Also, that was a pretty clean Tesla, 156.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
Fun.
That was pretty good. That's like essentially world record pace almost. Moving into Space Out, as everybody knows who knows the run, this is the cope track for Bengals. So,
well, I've gotten better at it.
Yes, but you still cope.
Still cope.
Still cope. But for Space Out, it is a lot of just pad navigating, and these pads are spaced just so slightly away from the wall where if you barely miss them, you're just going to spin around and look like a doofus. So you got to really precision yourself to hit these. It also has this loop and a shortcut. Taking the shortcut is actually slower than the intended route. I swear they play tested this. Right here, we're going to do a Nitrox burn, and as you'll see, there's a drop down going to the start line. That was almost death for you, which I will say, if you would on the last lap, can you overshoot that if you can to show the kill plane?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you want to fail.
Yeah, well, I want to show you how not lenient the kill boxes are.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that drop down is infamous because the tether is basically isolated between your car's center of gravity and mass to the track's middle. And if you extend it too far, it will auto-respawn you no matter what. It doesn't even matter. So we need to go under 280 while you flipped. Recovered, though. Somewhat recovered.
No, they're catching up to me.
No, the AI. No, Dresden!
Dude, if I do that, I'm gonna lose the race. If I overshoot it intentionally, I don't want to lose to Dresden.
Nah, bro, you got this. Even if you do come second, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
So, because we can still, you'll have enough points. But, and if you don't want to go for it, you don't have to. But
I'm not gonna go for it.
Okay. But
Dude,
yeah.
Believe me, you will die if you go too fast there.
Yeah, believe us, you die instantly. If you don't go under that speed limit, then you're too high up above the track, and it will auto respawn you, and that's not what you want. So, but hey,
Yeah.
204, you know, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse, but it could have been a lot better, like the 152 I got earlier. So we're gonna go into Vape Mountain now.
Please, never say that again.
That again.
That again.
No, the other thing.
No, the other thing. What?
No, the Force Edge with you.
But yeah, now we're going into Miss Mountain, which is the final Rookie League track. For a lot of people, this is pain and suffering, because Miss Mountain, yeah, not you, because you practiced this track. For a lot of people, the reason this track is so obnoxious is because of this corkscrew jump up here, and a few other spots on the track that require really high precision when shuffling. This corkscrew is real infamous for just not working, especially with bigger cars. Now, unfortunately, their Bengals did not get enough speed to free ramp that ramp and get the pickup. And we're just going to have to take the long way around. But that's not a big deal, because we will use Nitrox later to be able to get that consistently. The rest of this track is pretty much just kind of the rinse and repeat mental cycle of, I know what I'm doing because my muscle memory is ingrained at this point.
Yes.
And you're going to be seeing a lot of interesting wall bang shuffles right here with momentum bouncing back and forth. Oh, spin it. Yeah, turn around. Almost got the spin to the ramp. Yeah, that's unfortunate a little bit. You don't want to spin around right there. And if you do, you can try to catch it fast enough to get back to that ramp, or else you're not going to make it. But right here, he's going to use his Nitrox on the ramp instead of trying to free ramp it so he can get this pickup for the shortcut. Now, Nitrox jumping in this game is kind of a saving grace. If you use your boost while hitting any ramp, the scripted jump for the Nitrox overrides almost anything you do. It's pretty much a you are doing it this way kind of deal. And even if you try to free ramp, even if you're going 1,000 miles per hour over that ramp and you use your Nitrox, it will reset you back to 250. It does not care. It hard scripts you down. Now, that's not always the case. Because this is World Race, this game doesn't always work. So, also, you have no rings, which means you have to go for the free ramp now.
But look at the number of rings I have.
Nice.
No, not looking there.
Okay.
Ignore the yellow circle on the screen. There's no numbers that represent anything there whatsoever, guys. Nice free ramp, you got it. That was
sweet.
clean. That was clean.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Look at the number of rings I have. Of course I know what I'm doing.
Oh my god, we're not gonna keep doing this. We're not doing this bit twice.
Okay, what about 67 more times? Okay, for real, I'll stop now.
I can't count.
I can't count.
I can't count. I've never learned the alphabet. Romans be like, I don't know how to count because I haven't learned how to read. Oh man.
What do you mean you're X? What about your 10?
You're 10? I cannot believe how many people like they like you put Roman numerals in front of them and they're just like, what are you saying?
Well, it looks like that's the end of the run there, Will. Oh wait, we're doing Elite League.
Oh yeah, we're doing yeah. This isn't Rookie League, dude. This is Elite
Just a
League.
little bit more.
Just a little bit more. 4 more tracks. Oh wait, that's Veteran League.
Keep going. We can eventually get to the end of numbers by the time we get to the end of this run.
The
We'll learn
end
how
of
to count.
numbers. The Vsauce is still counting. Keep going. The end of numbers. Who was it? There was somebody that counted to like. It was not Mr. Beast. No, he did it. But somebody counted to like 1 billion legitimately. I don't
What a
remember who it was.
senseless waste of human life.
Oh yeah, no.
This.
That just sounds awful. Did you get the free ramp? Yes.
Oh.
That was clean. You almost messed that up. That was clean. First lap free ramp with the shortcut openings. That's good. Oh yeah, we're on Emerald Crater. I didn't say that.
You didn't, because you were talking about counting.
But yeah, don't you talk about counting, bro? I love math.
I only need to count up to 3.
Anyway,
I remember what I said.
This is Emerald Crater. This is, I would say, the most technical track in the game, arguably. A lot of people consider this kind of the playground of kind of practicing. It has every tech in the game. You might not see it in this track, but we did see it in Vapor, which is a horseshoe. And I never went over it, because I forgot, but...
We did a horseshoe earlier.
Yeah. The horseshoe is kind of that vertical section where you just go up and down. It's a horseshoe. And you can shuffle those. So they're really difficult to master to shuffle, because if you don't do it right, you'll spin at the top and go down backwards, which nobody wants to do that.
Nope.
This also has a corkscrew, which is also very annoying to deal with. It has another double loop. It has the shortcut fast ramp that you can do. It's got a lot of very interesting pad shuffles and burns. There is a wall ride on this track that no one takes, because why would we take wall rides? They're slow.
Yep.
And it has a route that if you mess it up, you have to do the long backup strats for the entire race if you don't do the correct route. So this track is very annoying if you mess up early. If you don't mess up early, it's kind of not that bad, but you really need to get this free ramp right here on lap 1. and keep doing it every lap. But because we have Nitrox, thankfully, we can just, you know, we can just
Rely on the
kind of
Nitrox.
just rely on the Nitrox and not have to worry about free ramping. So, a lot of other little minor things that you need to kind of worry about while running this game is your wheel positionings on your car. If you notice, sometimes Bengals might, well, you don't have your input display. There are times where we will neutral stick a lot. Neutral sticking in this game, especially while shuffling, is your friend. And there are some times, if you will watch our inputs while we speedrun, we'll be doing the reverse inputs, kind of aka cars, you know, steer right to go left, because if you bump a wall while shuffling the wrong way, it reverses all of your inputs.
You never want to shuffle the wrong way.
Yeah, never shuffle the wrong way, only the tight way.
Also, that was a sub 3, and we're going into sleep zone.
Yeah, sleep zone.
This is where we get comfy.
Yeah, this is a 4-minute long track. This is like, imagine the auto scroller of a Mario game. This is our auto scroller. However, this auto scroller has the only actually skip in the game. Unfortunately, we were not going to do it until lap 3. It is very risky. Even if you're good at doing it, which is right here on this jump. If you're good at doing it, it's like a 1 in 5 chance you'll hit it. Even in tasks, getting it correctly is like a pain, because your window of hitting it is so precise. You need the right angle, you need the right speed, you need the right distance. You got to have the right height on the track to be able to jump up to where you need to go. And even then, you have to hit the correct kill box distance. And it's like, all of these things, I don't know how we found it, like, legitimately without tassing. We just kind of figured it out. So, props to whoever found it. I'm pretty sure it was Kurek. But
Probably.
I think it was Kurek. He was the first one to find it and do it in a run, which, God rest his soul. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, that big spiral at the beginning where the jump was, that is very obnoxious and boring and slow. And slow. So we're not going to do it. And,
We're good.
that was good recovery. Almost just wall climbed over the map. This isn't Trackmania. Don't do that. So, for the next lap, we're also going to ignore this jump and just do the spiral again, because it is faster to burn at the start line like he did and carry all that speed down to the bottom. It's essentially kind of the same time gain. I think you're only losing 1 or 2 seconds from not doing the spiral skip.
And those new routing we gotta show off.
Yeah, new routing. But
Which is right here. Oh, the AI didn't screw me over, thank goodness.
He didn't screw you over, thank God, this time. Yeah, in practice, that wasn't very good. Yeah, so the AI, if you're I would say not far enough ahead, really. So if you're not far enough ahead or too close to them, they will open up that shortcut, and you don't want that to happen because you want to glide off the barrier and keep all your speed.
Yes.
Because it's faster to go around than it would be to just slow down, go on the wall, get the pickup, and take the other jump shortcut, which we don't want to do. And now the really long and slow dip down dive into the shortcut.
Planet.
Treasure Planet. I gotta say it every time. Watch Treasure Planet. Good movie.
Good show, movie.
Good show, movie.
Here we go. We're gonna go.
Here we go. Focus, Bengals. You got this. Too high.
Yep.
Too high. Damn. All right. Oh well. Good attempt. Good attempt. I knew as soon as you left the ramp, I'm like, yeah, too high. Oh well.
But
that
this
was a good.
goes fast though. This is really hard to hit it, especially with this.
Oh yeah, this car is heavier, so you get a little bit more speed than you want, and the angle again has to be like precise. So, but it's still a good attempt. Now everyone can see the suffering we have to go through if we want to skip the entire spiral, but it's kind of not. It's kind of not worth it sometimes. Just do it.
It's 5 years off of your run.
Pretty much. What's the time save? Like 5 years?
Yeah, something like that.
I forgot who said that, how long ago that was. That was such a funny clip. But, in the patch of this game, which I won't talk about too much because this is vanilla and I want to keep it vanilla, but The patch of this game on this track, deep zone becomes base zone, and we can basically jump that whole ramp and land all the way at the wall ride, and skip the entire underwater section. And it's very fun to just do it, but I would say 80% of the time you're just gonna mess up anyway and miss it completely.
That's
Just
another
hook it.
top 10 time.
Hook it left. Yeah, that was a pretty decent deep zone, even with respawn.
Oh, Egyptian dunes is what this is.
No.
Correct me on this. It's Egyptian.
No, it is. It is Egyptian dunes. Do not say the thing.
I'm not gonna say the thing.
Don't. Thank you. No thing. No.
Also, for the risky strat, I'm not taking the ramp because there's a certain route you can take on the first lap here where you can still get all the rings and not have to take that ramp, which slows you down. And I just lost all my speed right there. It's fine. You'll see what I mean. So remember how Will said you need 19 rings? So watch this. So we got 5 here. Yeah, you did.
I haven't been paying attention.
We got 5 here. We have another shuffle here, which is 8. Another shuffle here, which is 13. We're gonna go up this horseshoe up here.
I didn't know you could count past 3.
Oh no, I'm contradicting myself. Anyway, shuffle right here gives us 3, usually 2. And up here, there's 2 split paths with 5 rings on each path. There we go. Nitrox.
But that's 21.
21?
But you said 19.
21? Oh no!
Ah, that's what you get for saying 21.
Oh, fine, whatever.
The cringe gods, dude. They cursed you. This is what happens. The cringe gods will get you. Don't ever say.
Well, Will's gonna get later, so...
Yeah. There's a deeper meme. There's a deeper funny behind that as well with our group. So.
Yeah, he's gonna get on to me later, so I can't.
I
talk to the
told
rest
you
of
I
them
didn't
now.
know. I don't want to know what comes after 20. We've been over this.
We
Stop
have.
telling me. Oh man, you had to be there. But yeah, so the route he chose to do, he essentially skips that first ramp so he can save a couple seconds. But that means he has to get all the rings, and there are 35 rings between then and lap 2. So he has enough time to get 19 rings to get all of his boost back. So, also that wall ride that's there, we also never take that in quick race because it is slow. We're gonna free ramp. We can free ramp that ramp and do another Nitrox jump to get to the shortcut, and it's way faster than just trying to use the wall dump strat off the wall. But we do wall dump on time trial, which is like the only place we'll ever go on that wall. So now there are a couple other little strategies you can do on this track. Nice stale, love to see it. Now you gotta go the long way. God, just the stale. Where's the bread emoji when you need it?
Everybody put a bread emoji in the chat every time I get a stale because I'm bad. But hey, the recovery from there was kind of nice though. Probably not gonna get the sub 3, but that's okay.
You mean the recovery of taking the long way because you got a stale?
Yes.
Look, bro. Look, you know what? You may have gotten a few stales, but you still haven't missed a pad. Still can't rat on you for that yet.
Well, you just jinxed me.
No, I didn't. I'm not the one playing the game. Just don't miss a pad, bro.
Yo, let's go Scorchers.
Oh my lord, it never ends, dude.
Alright, so we're going into
Yo, let's make a
Glacier.
new categories. It's just 69%. You gotta get all the AI to 69 points. So you have to start, like, just basically ramming AI out of the way to get others to win. That will never work, though, because they're scripted to always finish at whatever position.
So we're on Glacier's Edge now, which a lot of us in the community don't really like the ice tracks.
No.
Because they're
suck.
kind of obnoxious.
They suck. They're boring. Except for Ice City on the patch. That one's fun. Only for one reason. This track, I would say, has grown on me a bit more, though. Glaciers is still really kind of just bland. It's... I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just doesn't have a lot of interesting sort of, I don't know, gimmicks to it. Like,
is bad.
The routing sucks. Like, Quick Race Glaciers is basically like doing taxes. Nobody wants to do it, but you have to.
Whoa!
So, Dresden, hey, hello.
Move out of my way!
Get out of the way!
Street breed, hogs the street.
Funny, bro. That'd have been funny if you shuffled on the pad and like actually like ramped him over you and threw him off the track.
It would have been.
That'd have been hilarious.
Get out of the way,
cool.
there's winners only.
Alright, we're going for the wall dump, Will.
Oh boy, good luck. Say, well, you guys get to see what a wall dump looks like. Well, kind of a mesh one because there's a. Oh, you used Nitrox. You cheated.
No. There is no cheating. I got it. I have it at my disposal. I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna use the whole speedometer, officer.
Exactly. Ah!
That was a
okay.
okay. Well, I was about to say that was a good wall transfer shuffle, but then you screwed it up.
I'll do it. Oh, well, I overcorrected. I'll do a better one on lap 3. Are you good?
No, I just read chat.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing. Don't worry.
You better. I'm gonna go back and look at it later.
No, Valkyrie said, "Wait, y'all do taxes."
Oh, hi Valkyrie. How's it going?
Hey,
He's
hey,
one of the
Valkyrie.
community members.
But yeah, what I was gonna say was, yay! Now we're gonna do a different route on this track, guys. A new route. It's completely not the same route, and we're gonna do it again. And now we're gonna do it a third time. That's different because whoever designed this track sucks and put the pickups at like the worst place. Well, the reason why the routing sucks is this is why. So whoever aspiring game designers out there, don't do this. So on lap 1, there's one route. You can't take the shortcuts. But on the basic route where you can't take shortcuts, there's a pickup to unlock a shortcut. That pickup unlocks another shortcut at the end of that shortcut. But that shortcuts can only be accessed on lap 1 because the pickup's on lap 1. And all the AI and you take the other shortcut on laps 2, which doesn't unlock any shortcuts. So lap 3, you don't have any shortcuts except for the final one because it's still unlocked because the pickup is still gained at the end of the other lap, and it makes no damn sense. Like, don't do this. Do not put like routes of tracks that require tracks that where you track the route on the other one that makes you go other places and skip the other route.
Alright, let me see if I can get this right here.
Don't do that.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Oh, you hit the boulder. It's not a
All
boulder.
things to not be solid, the boulder has to be
Yeah,
solid.
out of all of the objects in the game that have collision, the boulder does. It's not just a boulder.
It's a rock.
It's a hazard.
Oh no, he's playing a boulder on Monkey.
Okay, we gotta add that to the game now. The boulder hazard.
The lava twist boulder.
The lava twist boulder, 2 AP cost, -3 to all stats. He's playing a hazard on Monkey. Monkey must get rid of the hazard before he can advance to the next realm. Oh my lord.
Okay, so alright, we got enough Nitrox luckily. So
Valkyrie said I'm on it. Anyway, lava twist. So at the beginning of this track, Bengals tried to do what we call, what do we call it?
it's lava rocket.
So he tried to do a first lap FR off the pad. I don't know what we call this track, but that's what he tried to do. Normally we'll just use boost here and do it normally like this, but on lap 1 he tries to get fancy and use the back end of the car and half ramp across. But unfortunately, Dwayne is sitting there just menacingly, and he blocks him every time. So.
Oh no.
Nice stale. Got a bread. Where's the bread?
We're
There's not enough rings, right? We don't have enough rings.
No, we don't.
Oh no. Okay. So that means no shortcut.
That's what you think.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, that's what you know. Oh, there's no more rings.
That's why I was like, there's no more rings. Yeah. You talking smack?
I forgot what stun I did last. Okay.
You just super stale.
The long way.
The long way. Hey guys, welcome back to the long route. Also, there's a wall ride on this long route that you'll never use unless you want to do all pickups and hit the wall there. Nice wall. So.
Well, and to think the day started off so well, yet it's ending very, very
Nice,
badly.
Dan, you missed a pad. And you missed a pad, bro.
Yeah, I told you jinxed me.
I didn't jinx you. I'm not the one playing the game. You are in control of your actions.
You see what
Remember.
he does to me?
I didn't do anything to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just bad. I need to practice more. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
you need to make World Race Practice 2, the sequel.
World Race Practice 2.
Nice stale, bro. Come on, Bengals.
So this is how Waltech felt.
You are supposed to No, this is not Waltech.
Not Waltech.
Bengals, you're supposed to be like the 4th best runner of this game. Why are you so inconsistent at remembering the last motion? You missed another pad, bro.
How many pads is that so far?
2.
2? Okay.
2 pads and like 7 stales, I think. I don't remember. I haven't been keeping
Keeping
count.
track.
I haven't. No, I have not.
He's got a score pad. He's just knocking it down. Oh, that's another one.
Yeah, just a tally mark in it, bro. I'm using Roman numerals.
X.
X.
Alright, so that's a terrible time. Always get better than a 334 on
Write
Lava
that
Twist.
down.
Apparently, I need to be straightened out by the Bikini Bottom police.
We're gonna straighten you out.
So
It's gonna fix you. All right, now let's get that one. I need to make that meme video now of Waltech missing pads and them beating him, and then it's like, oh, let's get that one. It's just pointing at you.
Alright. So we're on Pyramid Run now.
Yay! Pyramid Run.
We get past the toothpick. Toothpick!
Pyramid Run. Bengals, why is this track so boring?
This track's not boring.
I hate this track. I genuinely don't like this track.
We'll get better at running it.
But I'm driving.
You're not driving, I'm driving. This is
No.
a one-seater car.
Only one seat if you think of it like that. I mean, have you ever heard of like putting luggage in like the bumpers and stuff?
There are no bumpers! There are rockets!
Oh, bro, look, just duct tape and put me on the wing, you know? Duct tape.
Well, you see, Jimbo, that's not theoretically possible because this car was made without the intention of bumpers.
Hey, Dad. I can't do it.
You see,
I'm
he's pretty frustrated here because he's starting to laugh, and whenever he laughs, his speech gets all incoherent.
It doesn't really work that way, Jimbo. See, with World Race, there was a lot of characters that they never made it into the movie. Because a lot of the voice actors that they wanted to get, well, they just didn't show up. And the driver of the number 20 Yucatan on this Power Rocket, yeah, he didn't show up. So what happened was they just never cast anybody for that role. So he's not in the movie, but you do see the car a few times. It's on screen for approximately 4.1 seconds. I timed it using math in frame by frame, and well, this isn't really important to the game whatsoever. But I just want to let you know that I gotta go clean my ducks.
Oh, well, that was a stale, you see. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, you see, Jimbo, when you get older, you forget what stunts you do. And so I forgot that the last stunt I did was a front flip, and well, now I regret it. Oh man. Dad, I just wanted to ask you if I could go to Carl's house. Oh.
Not until you do your taxes, Jimbo.
Jimbo, when you get older, when you, I can't.
Well, we gotta stop.
I can't imagine. Let's imagine he walks in the kitchen. Just the scene. Jimmy walks in the kitchen. Hey, Dad, I gotta show you this new invention I made. Well, I'm sorry, Jim. I'm doing my taxes. You'll understand when you're older. Dad, I understand the concept of taxes and why they work. You see, the government. I don't need a history lesson now, Jimbo. I'm trying to see what my net income was for this year and how much your mother spent on Amazon. Go play with like Ultralord or something. Dad, I don't watch that show. That's Sheen, remember? Oh yeah, who's the friend that likes the llamas? Carl. Dad, Johnson.
Speaking of which, Carl is in right now. Hey, Jimmy's dad.
Speaking of which, you gotta tell Carl to stop going in your mom's bedroom. I've caught him in there like 6 times. Wait, how has Carl been getting in the house? Well, we don't lock the doors at night. It's a good neighborhood, and Okay, I'm done. I can't think of anything else right now.
I was about to say, let's wrap it up there. The track's
Let's
almost done.
The track's done. We're done. I was just trying to pass the time. This track bores me.
I hope you guys liked our impressions of Hugh Neutron from Jimmy Neutron.
Dude,
Half
if
the
I
chat
could
has
do,
got it, and half the chat are just incredibly confused.
if I could do the voice of anyone, I'd love to try to do Cosmo because I think that I could match his mannerisms pretty well, but I just don't have the voice for it. Also, Cosmo's based.
November 12th, 2022. Will has an idea.
I have an idea.
Mandatory ring routing. Let's go.
Oh boy, I'm having flashbacks of this track already. From the last stream.
Yes.
No. But yes, mandatory ring route. So, actually commentating the run. Hi, I'm Enigma. We're playing Hot Wheels World Race. So what happened is, you need to get 19 rings to be able to use your nitro. Well, yeah, we got them all, guys. There we go. So now we can use our boost up here on this jump, and so now the race will continue as you didn't shuffle this. Why?
Because you remember last time
No.
during the
Explain.
tournament.
Nope. I don't. Explain.
It threw me off of the track and I lost the tournament
cool.
because I shuffled on that one part.
Yeah, cool. Just do it, bro. Get better. Come on. You drive.
I'm not risking anything. I'm
You're
not
not
risking wall tech.
Oh, not risking. But yeah, we're gonna do a Nitrox burn here and a refill, which we didn't explain what refill tech is, huh?
I don't think.
Well, it's self-explanatory. You refill your boost. Essentially, what happens is when you land on any stunt, there is a 1 second gap between when the game checks to see if you've landed the stunt and fulfilled it, and then gives you your boost. If you already have boost, when you land, you can burn your boost, and then it will still give you a full meter right back, and that's what we call refill tech.
Yes.
So, it's not used everywhere, but it is a very good tool to have and to use if you know when and where to do it. Even if it's just in a straight line, it's still nice. So, any speed is good.
I have a confession to make. So
No.
you really only need
I'm not
2
a priest.
stunts and land perfectly, but I do more just to show off. That's the only reason.
That's just code because you're trying to make up for all the stales you've had.
It's not.
Yeah. That's hilarious. See, I told you, quit lying, bro. See, that's what happens when you fib. No fibbing.
Hey, I watch VeggieTales. I know that.
Oh my lord. Oh, VeggieTales.
If there's one thing I learned from VeggieTales, that
what
Larry
was it? It was
hacker,
Larry Boy and who was the other one?
and the
the-
fib from outer space.
Yes. Oh my god.
But anyway, we're done talking about that. So let's move on.
No, we're not. We can talk about VeggieTales more. I love VeggieTales.
Why not Red Dead Redemption?
One in the chats if you also like VeggieTales. Very good show. I think that show is definitely one of the ones, like, I don't think most people will outgrow remembering because it has some of the weirdest, I don't know, moments in it. Like, they're just some iconic, timeless moments that you remember them for the wrong reasons, like just out of context clips. And nice burn coming across the finish. So we did take a different route at the end because not taking the shortcut is faster on lap 3 if you burn your nitrox. So moving on to is Vast. No, yeah. No,
City.
Ice. Oh, Ice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Ice is. Yeah.
Dude, there are penguins in this level.
There are penguins. This is the best track. Objectively.
90%.
I don't care what anyone says. This is the best track
Right
objectively.
here to the
Penguins.
left.
The
Penguins.
crap. Well, they're everywhere. There's not just up here on the left, bro. They're everywhere.
No,
Like,
I know.
The crustiest JPEGs in existence of a penguin, but they're still the best. So,
Also, I didn't go for this strat last time, but I'm gonna go for it this time.
you gonna burn?
Yeah. Oh, Dresden.
If Dresden doesn't get in your way, he might have actually helped you.
He didn't.
Maybe. No, he didn't. He spun around.
It would have been a lot better if he wasn't there. I'm willing to
Look,
put
he's just
competition
trying to
aside.
help, dude. I'm willing to put competition aside for now. So let me hit you guys with another game design philosophy here. So we just went through the mountain, correct? This is the normal intended route of the game. No shortcuts. What if I told you that that is still the fastest route in the entire level, even if you have shortcuts, boost, shuffle, it doesn't matter. Going the bottom route is faster, objectively, every time. I swear they play tested this game.
Oh,
And I will take that to my grave. Also, good stunt.
I don't know why the slow stunts happen.
I don't remember exactly. I know that, well, the buffer stunts when it doesn't come out early is another issue for like framing, but I think the slow stunt just because I think it's literally because you leave the stunt trigger a little early. And the game technically hasn't made you airborne yet, so the trigger for you to input your stunt just doesn't come out until like later, and it's already slow because it doesn't give you that wind-up speed. Because there is a wind-up speed. I think that's why. I'm not sure though.
Faster.
Huh?
The bottom route's faster here.
Yeah, always faster. Objectively faster. And, well, yeah. That's why I was saying, they tested this game. They really tested this game. So, jokes aside about how bad this game may be, we still all love this game to death. This game, it's got a lot of issues, but the issues make the experience for us just so much more enjoyable and goofy and fun. Like, the easiest way, like, I'm a modder. Bengals can attest that I've done a lot for this community with modding and reprogramming. I mean, hell, I literally remade the entire game and modded it and made the patch and fixed almost all the bugs. And the issues that this game has can easily be fixed by like 1 or 2 changes. And it's that simple to do. This game's code is so poorly like written, it's insane how it even works. It's like I'm not kidding. When you say band-aided, that's literally how this game is held together. It's duct tape and earwax. So, you know, I still think for a game that was made in 10 months, that this game is pretty good for a 10-month game. Like, Climax, Brighton, they did a good job. Because, you know, for a 10-month game, it may be held together by nothing, but it's still a fun game. And the next game they made after this, using their same engine, Stunt Track Challenge, was even better. They refined pretty much everything, fixed all the bugs, got the new physics engine working properly, the lighting engine was better. But it's still a Climax game, and the same bugs still exist. I was lying. You can still hit speeds of over the maximum, and I've done it, and the game is still very broken. So
we're going into Vast Jungle now. So this track is special in an instance where you don't see any tech until a minute in, just about.
Pretty much. This is the track is boring, and then it's interesting, and then it's not interesting anymore.
It's also the final track in Elite League, which is the saddest time of the day.
Yeah, one of the longest boring tracks to end it all on. So, but it's still Vast Jungle. It could have been worse. They could have made Glacier's Edge the final track, you know. or Ice City, where we just take the normal route because it's faster.
I don't know why they didn't make Ice City the last track, because it's how it was in the movie. But I digress.
Sorry, my mic cut off there because somebody called me on Discord for whatever reason.
You're good. So it took 51 seconds before we used our first bit of tech here.
Yep, loop shuffle into a little small hill that if you're going a little bit too fast and turn the car just the wrong way, you can fall out of the map. Which, other than that, other than Satellite, you haven't actually fallen out of the map. So, yeah. We've been lucky enough to see no major, like, map bugs as of now. So, and free ramp. Nice, you didn't die this time. That is plus 5 points. I'll put that at the end of your grade when we're done.
I had to slow down there.
True.
What was the last time I did? Oh, it was that one.
Another stale. 12, can you put that down as well?
Yeah, let's go. We're getting muted.
Okay.
You guys are keeping track.
No, I'm not. He is.
Oh.
I've got money on this one. I mean, I believe
chat
in
is keeping track of all of it. They're just been posting bread emotes in the chat whenever it's been occurring, so they've been doing a great job.
Well, you know, if you're playing on this, I hope it's cryptocurrency. And hope you get none of it back.
No, it's Robux. Actually,
Dude,
it's galactic credits, bro.
galactic credits. Space Crash.
Space crash. Oh. What were the?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
there's the super! Ah, it took all the way to the end of the run for the super stale.
I'm going
That-
so
that-
slow.
That's a bruh moment right there.
That's in all
No,
capitals.
dude, no. Cope, you can just say you're just showing the rest of the track, all the routes, all the, you're just going on the long way. You want to prolong the event as long as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
I never did ask, but I guess this final lap is a good one. If there's any donations, if you want to read them, you can go ahead and do so.
Yeah, I've got one. I've got $20 from Casbot with the comment, I wish I could donate so much more, but this is as much as I can give. Thank you to the Fastest Furs community, all runners, hosts, moderators, and more for everything you all do to help those in need.
Thank you so
Nice.
much.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I guess since we're coming up to the final half, we can also wrap this up a bit. I really enjoyed being here today, even with the technical problems. Still fun. I can't. It seems like I can't commentate a run without some issue going on.
Apparently.
So, yeah, dude. But I enjoyed it, and I really do thank you guys for having us here, and thank you for having me commentate, Bengals.
Oh, well, thank you for being part of it. Because if you guys saw the Speed Stuff for Charity event, we are from there, and people saw us like, hey, we want these guys to be on a time where we can actually stay up and watch.
Yay, no
funny.
4 a.m. They just 12-houred us and put us at 12 p.m. Also, that is
3:07.
time, by the way.
Yes,
This time.
that is time. Let me go and
GG.
see progress.
GG.
Alright,
Oh,
so we're
man.
getting a nice little panorama of the car. Here, right here.
Yep, the congratulations screen. Anyway, if you guys are interested in checking out the game or just hanging out with us at the community, you can check us out in our Discord. Just go to speedrun.com/Hot Wheels World Race, and there'll be a link there. You can join us. Even if you don't want to run and just want to hang out and talk about World Race in general, the game, the movie, anything car related, Hot Wheels, you're more than welcome to come hang out with us. And
Yes.
again, thank you, Fastest Furs, for putting us on here and letting us show the game.
Yes, very grateful. If you guys want to follow me on my personal Twitch page, it's at twitchtv.LolBengals.
And
I'll
don't
be streaming
follow me
tomorrow,
because I
actually.
don't stream anymore. I rarely stream, but if you want to follow me as well, it's Enigmatic Will on Twitch. So,
Yes.
Anyway, that'll be it for us.
Yeah, we'll hand it back to the hosts.
Yep. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
You too.